Good afternoon, and welcome to Gary H. Wheeler Field in Medford, Oregon, the home of the Lithia Driveway Sports Complex. And we've got NWAC South Region Men's Soccer getting set to go as the host RCC Ospreys get set to do battle with Southwestern Oregon Community College. These two teams met back on September 13th, and it was the Lakers winning at their place by a 2-1 decision. Since then, Rogue has been on a roll, and right now find themselves tied for first with Lane Community College on the strength of their victory last weekend against the Titans by a score of 2-1. A lot on the line here for today. Obviously, the Lakers get themselves right back in the thick of things and essentially pull the Ospreys back down to their level if they come away with a win. And then, of course, they'd have the tiebreaker, because then if Southwest had won, then they would own the tiebreaker, and then Lane would be clear in first place by themselves. Meanwhile, of course, with an Osprey victory right here, they keep pace with Lane in what has been a fierce race here thus far on the season. Our executive producer for Table Rock Sports is Joe Brett. I'm Jim McCoy, and joining me on the camera is Colton Treadway. Both teams getting set to take the pitch. In the dark blue uniforms are the Lakers. Their starting lineup goalkeeper is Jose Basave. Then out in the field they'll have Sky Oyama, Ramon Garcia, Tiva Matoa, Dakota Boyer, Taylor Hurley, Jack Hanahan, Cody Green, James Pideup, Tyrell Curry, Taha Takahashi, and the Lakers coached by Andrew Janderson, assisted by Mike Fadum and Brooke Charnley. The Ospreys will come out with goalkeeper Xander Moanthe, defenders Sammy Bayer and Michael Muchakian, team leader in assists Dustin Donnelly. Then you have Jesus Duarte in the midfield, forward, and the leading scorer Mason Klipfel. You have Cody Ibarra in the midfield along with Severin Larson. And Rex Ricky will start today, as well as Maximo Melgar. And anchoring the defense is Kauka Caponei. The Ospreys coached by Greg Millick and assisted by Fernando Orozco and Dan Martinez. Great to be here. Pleasant day here. We were expecting that maybe we'd get a big bunch of rain today, but right now at match time it is 59 degrees, and according to the weatherman, we're not going to see rain till about 8 o'clock tonight. You heard the whistle blow, and the match is underway. Deep kick there for the Lakers. Ends up sailing over everything. And now Xander Moanthe ends up giving off to Kauka. Over for Muchakian. His left-footed boot gets it past midfield. Ricky there in on the play, but also there is Larson. Now they'll feed it ahead. Cliff fell. Trying to run onto it. Goalkeeper for the Lakers, Jose Basave. Kicked out to the right side. Garcia with it. Ricky stumbles as he tries to run back to the ball. Center back clears it out, but there's Kauka to send it the other way. Now we got some pinball action going on here early, and a free kick awarded to the Lakers. Cody Green, number 13. Playing out of the very back. There's Muchakian with it. Sends it ahead. Kobe Ibarra there. Rogue throw. Maximo Melgar getting the start today, wearing number 21. Now here on the left side, Duarte with it. Feeds for Donnelly, team leader in assists. Sends it back to Duarte. He's got a couple of goals on the season and is always right in the mix of things. Ball bounces around. Melgar is there. He's going to try to get off a shot. And here with the look and sending it in the back of the net. But we got the flag up on the offsides call. Osprey's attacking early. Here's Basabe to boot it upfield. Getting ahead on it, Donnelly. And then clearing it out, Sky Oyama. Here's Muchakian and the Ospreys. Donnelly with it. Donnelly surveying the field. Dishes off to Ibarra. Ibarra goes right. Melgar. Clipfell looking in the direction. He had a couple of guys downfield, including Donnelly. It'll be a corner kick for Rogue. Lefty kick, and I believe that's Larson. That's parried out of there by Basave. Out on the left side is Teva Matoa, number 7. Throw by Kauka. Osprey's on it. Duarte. Donnelly on the left side. Donnelly trying to look center in the direction of Ibarra. Ibarra does eventually win it. Duarte working with the ball, dribbling, trying to create something. Melgar with it, sends it right. Larson. Larson threads the needle. Ricky now over left side. There's Ibarra with it. Melgar. Duarte in the middle. Ricky with it. Tries to thread the needle there and cleared away by the Lakers defense. Taylor Hurley is number 9 with it. Kicking it way upfield. Bayer's going to run it down. Getting a little pressure there, and now out toward the middle. Melgar trying to run onto it. Kauka, to the middle it goes. Now to the left side, there's Donnelly. Lakers with defensive numbers and a little contact there. Foul ruled against Rogue. The man down momentarily, Ramon Garcia. Jack Hennigan, number 10. Little contact there. Larson backs off of him, and the HR going to go ahead and call him for the contact there. Muchakian, Donnelly. Slow roller over to the right side of the field. Michael Muchikian over on that side. Throw in. Larson trying to get onto it, looking for Duarte in the middle. Works it deep and into the corner. Severin Larson, new to the program this year, gets set for the Osprey corner kick. Boots it high in the air, and there to nab it, Jose Basave. Now here getting ahead on the ball, Bayer with it, popped up way high in the air. Larson sends it to the left. Donnelly runs onto it. Right he goes to Muchikian. Back to Kauka. Bouncing ball. Taylor Hurley. Hurley down. Foul called against Rogue. It'll be a free kick. And Hurley will take care of that. And the head referee measures off the distance. That's where the Ospreys will set up a three-man wall. And the kick, right of the right post. Teva Matoa there. Now it's Osprey ball. They're going to go ahead and work it up the field. Over to the left side to Donnelly. Donnelly for Larson. Melgar. Melgar slides past the defender. He's going to send it up right side. Ricky going to try to get to the ball as quickly as he can. There to get a boot on it is Cody Green to knock it away. Free kick for the Ospreys. Muchikian. Going to send it left for Kauka. Bayer. Duarte. I like how everybody really gets into the act on this team. Try to treat players when they're young. There's Ricky with it. And now Duarte, he scores. Jesus Duarte puts the Ospreys on the front foot. And no doubter there. Nice work by Rogue. Good teamwork in terms of setting that up. I think aside from the defense, one of the most impressive things I find about this team is just the way they work together. Yeah, you've got Klipfel, by a fairly wide margin the team leader in goals scored, but it's not like he's the only guy. In fact, for Duarte, that is his third goal of the season. No, Coach Milk will be happy about that. Chasing the game makes for a tall task. And at least it seems like in terms of what we've seen so far, obviously the Lakers have pressed the issue a little bit. But if you're an Osprey fan, you've got to be feeling pretty good about the way they've been able to possess the ball, make connections on it. There's the corner kick. And attempt by Ricky. Deflected there by Tyrell Curry. Basave. They're directing traffic. Looking for somebody to get it to, but Melgar is there. Melgar drawing the start today. Duarte. Now Donnelly. Back to Duarte. Little two-man game going on there. Larson. Right side, Muchakian. Gently sends the ball up to Melgar. And now Duarte going to try to run onto it, but touch a little heavy out there, and out of bounds it goes. Medford is your sport ground where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, outdoor opportunities, and the events calendar to find out what's going on. Busy sports Saturday here in Oregon. Lane women were winners against the Ospreys earlier today, 4-0. Then in volleyball, Rogue ended up capturing the victory against Southwestern Oregon. Clipfell crossing fields. Duarte, Donnelly with it. Poking it away is Garcia. Well, Ospreys touched it last, so it'll be a throw for Garcia and the Lakers. Ball kicked upfield. Duarte there to meet it. Feeds to Ricky. He's there in the center, looking left, and there's Ibarra. Ibarra going 1v1. Some traffic there. Tries to thread the needle there, and Basave with the save. Swocc possession until Bayer lands right there at his feet. Gives to Larson. Now Kauka. Muchakian. Long through ball upfield, looking for Clipfell. He gets a header on it. Back there with them defensively is Sky Oyama. Duarte into traffic. Larson will handle the corner kick for Rogue. Ball into traffic. Basave there. Wraps his arms around it. Now he's going to kick it out. Looking upfield, there's Hurley out there. Muchakian takes it on the bounce, kicks it away. Teva Matoa is number 7. Hurley looking for him, and they're going to let it roll back. Moanthe there. He'll send it left side for Bayer. Bayer, Donnelly. Larson with it. In between a pair of defenders. Knocking it away for the Lakers is James Pittup. Free kick awarded to the Ospreys. Ibarra trying to feed it toward the middle. Ibarra keeps it. Now for Duarte. Looking for Clipfell. Basave. He's going to go up pick this one up. Well, no, he's going to. Now it looks like he's looking right with it. Finds Garcia. Back for Hennigan. Jack with it for Ramon Garcia. Now, nice little bit of footwork there by Matoa. Now it'll be the Lakers with the corner. Hannigan has it taken away. And Melgar falls to the turf. Free kick for the Ospreys. Bayer, Kauka. He'll lay into this one. Clipfell going to try to run back there, and looks like he just kind of overran it. But there's Melgar. Melgar with control of it. Going to send it for Ricky. And that kick ends up in the side netting. Basave, Ibarra applying pressure. Getting in the middle of all of that is Larson. Booted around the back. Takahashi, one of the Laker players involved in that. Larson now. Bayer. Donnelly battling with Hanahan. Ball high in the air. Kauka. His kick glances off to the right. I don't know whether that was what he intended to do, but it was a good-looking idea. Ends up out of bounds, though, for a Laker throw. We're about almost halfway through the first half of play. Jesus Duarte putting the Ospreys on the board for the 1-0 lead. Bayer sends it left. Ibarra. Larson goes right to Melgar. He'll switch it left. Bayer. A little bit of pressure coming. Now Duarte weaving around, finds Larson. Larson over to the right side, looking for Clipfell. Cleared away by Cody Green. But there are the Ospreys. Bayer, upfield, Ibarra. A little two-man game going on right here. Larson let it go by. Go right side for Muchakian. Muchakian's going to send that way upfield. And Donnelly, or actually Ricky trying to get there. Or was that Donnelly? Yeah, it was Donnelly. I'm sure up close it would be easy to tell Rex and Dustin apart. But from this distance, they look kind of similar. Donnelly crosses it upfield, looking in the general direction of Clipfell. Ibarra, now the feed to Donnelly. Donnelly will take a look. And it'll be an offside call against the Ospreys. Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming live at theacesportsradio.com. 5 live NFL games per week, along with NCAA and SOU football action. Weekdays, it's the Rich Eisen Show. And our local weekday show, Tee It Up Southern Oregon with Joe Brett, and then John Canzano's Bald Face Truth, the Ace Sports Radio. Garcia with the throw. Melgar getting in on it. Now Donnelly gets away, finds Kauka. Round it goes. Muchakian upfield. Finds Melgar. Melgar has his pass broken up. They'll go the other direction. Hurley with it. Slips a defender now toward the middle of the pitch, but Bayer there to break it up. But they're getting right on it is Ezekiel Balboa. Garcia with the ball, and that is broken up by the Ospreys. Kobe Ibarra. And a man down for the Lakers. Looks like we got Ezekiel Balmoha getting up slowly. He's having a hard time putting some weight on that right leg. That's providing opportunity for Coach Greg Milk of the Ospreys to speak with one of his players. Discover the vibrant lifestyle at Twin Creeks Retirement in Central Point. Enjoy spacious apartments, gourmet dining, and enriching activities in a welcoming community. Learn more at twincreeksretirement.com. Balmoa comes out. Number 20 running towards us is Takahashi. Melgar sends it right for Muchakian. Now he'll switch it back over for Bayer. Moving the chess pieces around. There, Takahashi gets a boot on it. It'll be out of bounds. Bayer with the throw-in, looking up line. Duarte with it. Good ball control there. Garcia trying to chase him down. It's down over in the corner. And Duarte starting to make his move. I know he'll end up losing it out of bounds. Goal kick for Basave. and the Lakers. Hurley working against Muchakian, trying to get it upfield. Number 30 in the match is Parents Matibi. Klipfel trying to split a pair of defenders. Lakers break that up. Hurley over there, along with Tyrell Curry. Muchakian with the throw in. Bayer looking left. Donnelly switch it over. Muchakian. A lot of defenders back for the Lakers. Try to get everybody spread out. Bayer. Donnelly. Garcia there with the takeaway. Hurley boots it up in the air. Number 7 is Teva Matoa. Foul called against the Ospreys. Trying to work at center. Kauka with the clearance. Ibarra. Severin Larson. Now around the back line it goes. Kapamni, or Duarte. Duarte looking up the right side of the field, trying to connect there with Mason Klipfel. Kauka in space. He'll send it left for Bayer. Bayer slips by his man. Donnelly gets by Garcia. Ibarra with it. 1v1 at the moment. And as he kicked it, you could just see that thing just kind of gradually sail off to the right. Discover the vibrant lifestyle at Twin Creeks Retirement in Central Point. Enjoy spacious apartments, gourmet dining, and enriching activities in a welcoming community. Learn more at twincreeksretirement.com. Left side for the Lakers. They're going to try to get it way upfield, looking to get the through ball and try to connect that with Matoa. Whistle blows. Larson looking right. Klipfel slips the defender. Trying to work there in the corner, and it's taken out by the Lakers. Looked like we had Cody Green back there on the play, number 13 for the Lakers. Muchakian to Ricky. Back to Muchakian, and that'll end up sailing sideways and out of bounds. Throw in for the Lakers. With 13 minutes and change left to go in the first half. Here in the middle, Ricky tries to connect with Ibarra. Not that time. Ezekiel Balmoha. Actually, I should say Parents Matibe. Matibe wearing number 30. Melgar up the right wing. He'll get the pass back from Ricky. Now back for Larson. Now goes toward the middle. Melgar looking in the direction of Duarte. But there's Basave. Bayer with the header, though, for RCC. Ricky trying to get there. Being shielded away. Number 25 is Antonio Ortiz. Ball bouncing back for Xander Moanthe. Now Kauka. Kauka, a little pressure there from Hurley. Sends it away. Now big through ball up there. Donnelly racing towards it. Also there with him for the Lakers is Christopher Ramirez, who's going to work on the right side of that Laker defense right now. Ibarra. Owen Doran, number 23. He's in the match for the Lakers. Whistle on the play. And it'll be the Ospreys with a corner kick from the left side. Here comes the kick. Muchakian trying to get over there. Man down for RCC. That might be Kauka. Kauka over in his midsection, and I won't know how to say this other than to say he may have gotten hit where a fellow doesn't want to get hit. But he's working at shaking it off. Ball into traffic. Cleared away by Takahashi. Muchakian up the right side. Clip fell. He slips the defender. Goes to the interior. He's got it now, and now he's going to send it left for Donnelly. Donnelly trying to get past his man. Ball cleared at least momentarily by Swocc. Running over, Moanthe. Sends it Bayer. Bayer with the lefty kick all the way up the field. James Pida. Tall defender for Southwestern Oregon. Kauka. Muchakian. There's Clipfell. Melgar. Quickly upfield. And now we're going to send a through ball up to Clipfell, and he manages to keep it alive. Ricky. Pop-up kick. Now that's cleared out. But right there is Melgar. And it just seems like everywhere the ball is, you have the Ospreys. Asave. Melgar there to meet it. Now Clipfell works inside, but now going back. Hurley to try to apply pressure to Muchakian. Muchakian upfield. Now towards Clipfell. Ibarra there. Ibarra. Donnelly. Donnelly trying to work into the interior. Clipfell there. Sends it back. Melgar. A lot of defensive numbers back there for Southwest. Melgar. Muchakian. Now kick it way high in the air. Ibarra trying to get there. Also there is Taha Takahashi. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. "39th minute of the match. Ospreys hanging on to that 1-0 lead. Kick awarded to Swocc. There to slide into it and knock it away is Donnelly. Christopher Ramirez is number 11. Now they're going to switch it left. Do the Lakers. Hurley with it. Gets away from the defender. Foot race going on. And across the face of the goal, it goes out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Lakers. Into traffic it goes. Donnelly trying to run it down, and he does. Duarte sends it right. Muchiki in there. Up line. Melgar. And just willing his way to the ball is Parents Matiba. Now over on the right side. Dribbling with the ball, it's Christopher Ramirez. Back it goes for Sky Oyama. Southwestern going to work it back around. Sending it right, Cody Green. Ramirez trying to work in traffic against 3 Osprey defenders. Duarte almost had it there for a moment. 2 get tangled up. Now over left side, Teva Matoa. Larson gets in there for the takeaway, but there are the Lakers to take it back. Hurley with it. And now the big, strong kick. And now it's right around, but it is cleared out by the Ospreys. Dangerous moments there if you're a Rogue fan. As Swocc came oh so close to knotting this one up. Yellow card issued there. Hurley shaking hands with Duarte. Looks like in sportsmanlike fashion they're moving on from it. And now Kauka will get set to kick it upfield. He'll just send it to his near left. Bayer, Melgar to the right side, Muchikian. He'll kick the ball way upfield and getting a boot on it. A pop-up kick there by Green. Hurley with it now. He's working the middle. Ricky there to try to apply some pressure. Muchikian breaks it up. Duarte there. Being challenged by Tyrell Curry. Middle of the pitch, Larson. Bayer on the left side. Donnelly. Couple of quick passes. Now Melgar. Melgar up the middle. Donnelly's trying to run there to get it. See the flag come up and really can't argue that one. Couple of minutes and stoppage left to go here in the first half. Vasave directing traffic, motioning his guys to get further downfield. He'll lay into this one. Hurley trying to win that. Larson's there. He gets it. Now here in the traffic is Klipfel. Klipfel has a little bit of room to operate, but quickly deflected away. And a man down for the Lakers. Didn't get a good look at who that was. Getting a little bit of help up. Sky Oyama. "45th minute. Looks like we got Ian Richardson in for the Ospreys. Another member of the Blonde Curly Hair Club. Thank goodness they got the numbers. Lefty boot upfield. Valente and Hurley looking for an opportunity there, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds. Southwestern Oregon, not a big scoring team, but a good defensive club. Looking at their scoring distribution, three-way tie: Hurley, Rafe Hyman, and Teva Matoa, tied with 3 goals apiece to lead the team. Richardson, Hurley able to take it away. Now Richardson, Ricky with it, sending it right. I believe that's Melgar over across from us. Or maybe James Montaye. Muchikian. Now we're into stoppage time, and that last little bit might have run up just a little bit. I would guess 3 minutes maybe at the most. Bayer with it. Melgar over there. It'll be a throw for Rogue. Welcome back to Lippert's Carpet One of Medford and Grants Pass. State Farm agent Rory Wold of Medford and Crater Car Wash in the Rogue Valley. Thank you once again for partnering with Table Rock Sports again in 2025. 3 great additions to our sponsor roster. Out to the middle of the field, Kauka there. Ricky with it, weaving his way through traffic, got defenders around him. And ends up getting a little bit of a push there. On the play for the Lakers is Jack Hanahan. James Montaille over there, along with Rex Ricky. Little trickery there. Tried to get it to Muchikian. The whistle blows, and that means it is halftime. After one half of play, it is the Ospreys leading the Lakers 1-0. We invite you to stick around for our halftime report, brought to you by the Bedford Parks and Recreation Department. The fall guide is out right now, and that gives you all the information you need for sports leagues, classes, and activities for all. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. Meanwhile, we'll take a break, and then we'll be back with some first half highlights and a look at what's coming up ahead for Osprey Athletics, and that's here on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It's halftime here at Gary H. Wheeler Field, part of the Lithia Driveway Fields Complex here in Medford, Oregon. At the intermission, RCC leads in the match against Southwestern Oregon by a score of 1-0. The big highlight from the first half came to us courtesy of Jesus Duarte and the Ospreys. Nice little pass into traffic. And efficiently, calmly, quickly putting it in the back of the net. There in the 11th minute of the match, Duarte puts the Ospreys up by a score of 1-0. And again, a big match for both of these squads. Spent much of the season tied for second until Rogue took a 2-1 victory against Lane last week. So right now, Southwestern trying to work their way back into a second-place tie with RCC. And, of course, should that hold up in that scenario and play out for the remainder of the season, Southwest obviously would hold the tiebreakers. So it's kind of a must-win game as far as playoff positioning goes for the Ospreys. Fans, did you know that the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? Check out the fall program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. We'll pause for messages, and then when we return, we'll take a look at what's coming up in terms of Osprey athletics. At the intermission, it is the Ospreys leading 1-0. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's game time! And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
parents,
community members,
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes, people like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
At intermission, the Ospreys with the 1-0 lead in what has been a busy Saturday of sports for Osprey athletics. Earlier today in volleyball, the Ospreys winners against Swocc in a match played over at the courthouse this morning. The Ospreys ended up taking that one 3-1. The RCC women were in action in soccer today against Lane. Titans ended up winning that match by a score of 4-0 against the shorthanded Ospreys that went the distance with just 9 players out on the pitch. And then, of course, we've got this match going on here. Then we get a few days of breathing room. Then coming up on Friday, all of the Osprey squads are off on the road. On Friday night, it'll be the Osprey volleyball team visiting Gresham to take on Mount Hood in a match that'll get underway at 6 o'clock. Then they'll turn right around on Saturday, go to Vancouver, Washington to take on Clark in a match that gets underway at 2:40. Also, the men's and women's soccer teams will take to the road. It will be the men's team up against Chemeketa. That will take place on noon Saturday, while the women's soccer team will make the relatively short trip up to Roseburg to take on an Umpqua Community College program that has only lost one match so far this season. Presently, things are 1-0 here in favor of the Ospreys, coming on the strength of a goal by Jesus Duarte. We'll pause for one final timeout before we start the second half. And we take this opportunity to remind you that the Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to the Rogue Credit Union Community Sports Complex for open swim, drop-in sports, and sports leagues. See the events taking place at roguexmedford.com. Join the fun at Rogue X. We'll take one final timeout, and then we'll be back with the second half. You're watching NWAC South Region Men's Soccer on TableRockSports.net.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place. Close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Checking out the scoreboard from today, Lane took care of business for themselves by defeating Chemeketa by a score of 2-0. In that match, Emrain Bentola scored a goal, as did Yusef Muzoni. In that match, leading scorer Zach Walker ended up getting a red card on that, so he'll end up having to sit out the next match. He ended up getting that early in the second half. And then in terms of other matches going on further north, we had Whatcom, 3-2 winner at Everett. Peninsula winning 6-0 against Edmonds. Then Tacoma, a 2-0 winner against Clark. Walla Walla and Columbia Basin played to a 2-all tie. It was Skagit Valley over Shoreline 1-0, while Highline put a big beating on Pierce 11-1. It was South Puget Sound, a 3-0 winner against Centralia. And no report on Portland against Klamath. Ospreys retaking the field, and they'll move from left to right in the second half. We'll get that scoreboard, our clock, not to be confused with the official scoreboard clock, but at least kind of keeps you in the ballpark as far as what's going on. The Ospreys in white.
North Florida takes on Florida on November 6th, 2025 at 5 p.m.
And we see Ezekiel Balmoha, number 31, back out on the pitch after suffering an injury in the first half. Southwestern really getting it after it here early. Hurley with it. Bouncing ball. Now Hurley back in with it once again. Duarte spinning away from a defender. There's Ricky with it. Muchakian lets it go out of bounds. Throw in for the Lakers. Tyrell Curry over on this side, number 18. Ian Richardson with a little pressure there for Rogue. Now the ball quickly upfield. Kauka kicking it out. Now the ball way upfield looking for Klipfel. Well, he's shielded away from the ball. Balmoha. Now the Lakers working that left side. They'll go toward the middle, but there's Larson to intercept. Duarte to Ricky. Back to Muchakian. He came on in the later stages of the first half and remains in. Bayer. Now he's going to go ahead and switch it over for Muchakian. Up the middle. There's Ricky with it. Got some space. Sends it left. Larson. Larson out over for Donnelly. He'll go ahead and wave into traffic. Actually, that's Ian Richardson there. Going the other way, here's Matoa. Matoa. Pressure from Richardson. Now Klipfel trying to break things up and harass them. Now he's going to take a foot race to the ball. Held off there defensively by Green. Montalle with it to Duarte. Duarte trying to split a couple of defenders, and he does. There, he gets tangled up, and Duarte to the turf, and a yellow card issued against the Lakers. Looks like that one's going to go against Sky Oyama. Free kick for Kauka and the Ospreys, who would love nothing more at this point to extend a very tenuous 1-0 lead. Nice kick upfield. Muchikian now into the middle. Offsides call. This will go against, obviously, the Ospreys. Tell you one thing I observed. This defense, this back line for the Ospreys is just all over the place. One of the more, and of course I mean it in the good sense of the word, one of the more aggressive defenses I think I've seen in the relatively short amount of time that I've been covering Osprey soccer. Bayer trying to slow Hurley down. Hurley now against Richardson. Gains a little bit of position on him, but there is Kauka with it. Deflected out, and it'll be a throw for the Ospreys. Ball in the air. Nice little kick there by Hurley. Muenthi with a gutsy play there from his goalkeeper position and played smartly. Muchikian. Ricky. Rex going to send it left. Bayer. You can see Lane working a high defensive line. We've seen a few offsides calls against the Ospreys. Kauka with the ball. Sends it right. Montalle. He's working in space. Goes left. And he was looking in the direction of Ricky, but there on the takeaway is Balmoha. Now goes to Takahashi. He goes to the right side. Hurley with it. Bayer deflects off of him, and he gets it going the other way. Ibarra. Pass, it's a little wide of its target. Terrell Curry, he's going to send it back to his goalkeeper. Jose Basave continuing to work in the net. Get some back and forth action going back here, and now, at least for the moment, possession maintained by Teva Matoa. Duarte, Muchikian. He'll hold up. Send it left to Larson. Larson to Klipfel. And an offsides call against the Ospreys. Still relatively early here in the second half. Ball knocked around. Kauka gets control. Muchakian to Montaye. He's looking toward the middle, and he's got his man Klipfel over there. Mason gonna go right with it. He'll hold it up. Montaye toward the middle. Duarte. Larson around the horn. Richardson trying to feed one in the direction of Ibarra. Ospreys with the corner kick. With lots of time left here in the second half. In the 54th minute out of a 90-minute match. Kick up high in the air. Clip fell. And getting ahead on it is number 11, Christopher Ramirez. Muchakian. And the kick by Ricky. That'll end up sailing off to the parking lot. Asave getting ready to send the goal kick away. Upfield it goes. Go back and a free kick awarded to the Lakers. James Pineham. And then over for Green. Now into the middle. Ospreys have it. Muchakian back to Mwanthe. Dumps it off. Kauka getting some pressure. Now Kauka trying to run in there. Hurley with it. Player down is Teva Matoa. And a yellow card issued to the Ospreys. Teva Matoa on the free kick. Ball fielded on the bounce there by Mwanthe. Doing his best Mookie Betts imitation. Muchakian up line. Montaye. There is Balmoha. Now toward the middle of the field it goes. Foul called by the HR and a free kick for Muchakian and Rogue. Larson back to Muchakian. Kicks it way upfield. Richardson trying to run onto it. Looks like he should get there first. Now swings it for Klipfel. Chase going on down in the corner. Cleared out by the Lakers. Now toward the middle of the pitch. Ball high in the air. And it'll be a free kick for Bayer and RCC. Muchakian. Upfield it goes. There's Klipfel with it. Now to Ricky. Now running into it is Ibarra. Action in front of the net. Tripping as he tries to get through there is Ricky. Getting a boot on it for the Lakers is Rafe Hyman. Now Larson has it for Rogue. Bayer. Swings it for Larson. Larson. Now upfield. Duarte there. Duarte with it. Will he get a look at it? Had some defense around him, and there to take it is Basave. Osprey's knocking on the door, but the Lakers not answering it. Bayer getting set for the Osprey throw. Bayer. I believe that's still Richardson working over on that side of the field. Ball deflected away, and Rogue getting set for the throw. Couple of quick touches, and back out of bounds it'll go. Thank you to Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon for 30 years of sponsorship with Table Rock Sports. Great community partners. If you shop at Sherm's, you will save money. Muchakian with the long ball upfield. Trying to get there's Mason Klipfel. But Basave gets there first, and he'll send it out. Looking for Tyrell Curry. Curry with the ball. Sends it middle. Around the back line they go. Whistle blowing. Foul called against RCC. Up the right side. And now into the middle. Duarte with it. Ricky ends up slipping to the turf. Now around to the left side. Curry to Oyama. Takahashi. Hurley had it for a moment, had it taken away, and the ball goes up line. Keeping it in bounds is Mason Klipfel. Clearing it out. Cody Green, it goes way upfield and rolls back to Mwanthe. Kalka. He'll send it right to Muchakian. All these guys in the back have strong boots. So if you're a defender for the opposition, you got to be aware of and have some concern about the through ball. And that's probably to a certain degree where if you're playing that high defensive line, that can help you. Booting it out. James Pida. And now here's Duarte. Duarte with a little touch off to Ricky. Ian Richardson going to get ready to throw it in for the Ospreys. Klipfel emerges from traffic, but they're poking it away as Balmoja. Balmoja has it right now. Send it back to his teammate, Green. Cody Green looking upfield, goes center with it. Hurley with the ball. Gets away from Duarte. Kicks it back. Now up the right side, and this one's going to go out of bounds. '64th minute of the match. And Ricky going to come out. Looks like we got Melgar back on. Melgar getting the start today. Ball into the middle of the pitch. Deftly taken care of by Muchakian. Montaye tries to slip the defender. He does. Connects there with Duarte. Duarte now upfield, and now a foot race to the ball. Ibarra trying to get there, but it's Basave with the high arching kick. Hurley. And he did keep it in bounds. They're just sitting right there on the line. Definitely tell that fan base for Southwestern Oregon travels well. I always remember when my son played at RCC, very vocal fan base. And of course, if you're a Laker, you like that. If you're a Rogue fan, maybe you have a slightly different opinion. But they let you know they're here. And that's what a fan does, right? Montaye got a head on it. And now slipping through into traffic is Kobe Ibarra, helped up there by Sky Oyama. Larson way up the field. But getting there, there's Takahashi. And now Bayer, his header, and then that'll be fielded by Moanthe. Duarte, Kauka. Back to Duarte. Up the right side, Melgar with it. Spins and works and sends it back to Muchakian. Lets the pressure come to him. Now Kauka. You can tell what he's thinking over there. He had this man over there on the left wing, but the Lakers there to break it up. Christopher Ramirez, number 11, over on that far side of the field. Osprey throw. Got some space to work there, and they're trying to run on to it as Clip fell. But Masave serves it out. Now trying to run on to it. Good battle going on there, 1v1 between Balmoja and Duarte. Out of the back. Here come the Ospreys. Kick up the left side of the field by Richardson. Osprey throw in by Bayer. Ramirez dishes off for Balmoja. Now you've got Tyrell Curry with it. Curry with it once again. Sends it back to Green. Way over to the right. Well, that's Ramirez over there. Ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Lakers. Ball knocked around. Balmoha sends it left. There with it is Matoa. Matoa working against Duarte. Foot race to the ball. Trying to get there is Parents Matibi. And it ends up over the back line. So the Ospreys trying to hang on to this 1-0 lead, and we still got another 21 minutes to go in the match. Off the back line, kicked way upfield. Out of the middle of the action. Melgar trying to get there. Now it is the Lakers with possession of it. Ibarra. Muchakian. Montaye. Nice looking pass there. Now popped up in the air. And getting ahead on it is Cody Green. Clip fell, and that is broken up. Number 20 for the Lakers is Taha Takahashi. Foul called. Free kick for Southwestern. Go over the left side. James Pida. Pida or Pita, I'm not sure 100% on that one, and I figure it's the type of deal where if I do them all at least once, then I'm right at least once. Right? Ospreys on the defensive side of the field. Acres of space for Michael Muchakian with those long strides. He covers the ground in the hurry. Delivers it right. The Ospreys with the throw. Muchakian. And getting into traffic is Clipfell. Clipfell. A little bit of contact there from Teva Matoa. Whistle stopping play. Foul called against the Lakers. On the set piece, it looks like it's going to be Muchakian. Got a four-man wall there. Now, we got Severin Larson. That's number 16. And now kick. It's tipped away, and Basabe is there. Takes it on the fly. Bayer with the header, and that is going to go out of bounds. And thankfully, a couple of fans over there to keep it bouncing out, because once it bounces out, if you've been here, it's a good chance it's going to cross the road and on down into the creek. Southwestern trying to work it out of traffic there. Kalka. There's some contact there with Parents Matibe. a pretty fair amount of contact there. I was going to say probably somebody calling a really tight game might take a different view. But you know, when it comes to that, and there's some interpretive room for the officials, that will, they're given a little bit of room for their own interpretation of the rules. And if you're playing, you just adjust to what you're allowed to do and not to do. Ian Richardson working with the ball there and knocked out. Kobe Ibarra getting set to deliver a corner kick. Kobe's kick into traffic. Goalkeeper not in the net, but the ball bounces around enough, and the numbers there are there for the Lakers. And that kick sails wide of the frame, and it'll be a goal kick for Basave and Southwestern Oregon. Larson, the header, Klipfel with it. And now he's trying to work out of traffic, racing up the left wing. And then a foul called against the Ospreys. Asave. And now working toward the ball is Montaye. Putting a little physicality to work there. Larson with it toward the middle. Ibarra. Melgar. Duarte. He has the lone goal of the match. Ibarra with it now. Ball kicked out. You can see the Ospreys trying to get something worked here, trying to find that space, that opening. And now with it, trying to deliver it, Duarte, Montaye. He's got it at an angle, trying to work toward the middle. And they disallow the goal. They're going to call offsides. That's a tough one. Duarte working for Rogue. Ibarra and there Hurley had it momentarily. Duarte deftly working up the field. Richardson there. Richardson going to try to cross it. Looked like that ended up hitting the post. And here is a set piece opportunity here for RCC. We're inside 13 minutes left to go in the match plus stoppage. Here comes the kick into traffic. Duarte with the header. Ball bounces around. Now he's going to kick it over to the left. Looks like a Barra over there. Into traffic. Larson with it. Sends it back. Loops the kick, looking in the direction of Klipfel. Now the lateral kick. Klipfel trying to go to work there against the defender, Sky Oyama. Montaye Montaye tries to slip it through, and now picking it up is Basave. Not much action on the other side of the pitch, at least for the last several minutes. Clipfell weaving his way through traffic. And now he finds Montaye. Montaye. Good work there by the defender, Tyrell Curry. Melgar gets around his man. And he keeps possession of the ball. Foul called against the Lakers. That'll set up the free kick. Melgar looked like he might have been just a wee tad banged up, and the official having a word with Curry. Guess something in the discussion in the way of a warning and talking about maybe why that foul was called. See Shane Oyama in the match. Now the ball under traffic. Short hopping it is Vasave. They're saying the contact there was incidental. Ospreys, Muchikian from Savarin. Montaye manages up. Yeah. Just over the line. Substitution coming on. Ibarra going to come out. Back into the match is Dustin Donnelly. Curry, throw in to Sky Oyama. Switch it over to the right. Ramon Garcia, who has returned for the Lakers, is in there. Oyama sends it skyward. And there on the takeaway is Severin Larson, and Clipfell wasting no time to try to get over to the ball. Great hustle there by number 7. Osprey throw in. With it is Melgar. He's going to go ahead and send it over to the left side. Bayer. And that looks like we got Richardson still over there. Kauka. Working at middle. Being given some operating room. Muchikian now getting some pressure. Number 14 is Nico Sign. Montaye. His kick deflected by Curry. Muchikian. Upfield he goes. And Richardson trying to control it, but unable to. Now here's Donnelly with it. Sky Oyama. Curry. Now upfield to Nico Sign. Now trying to run onto it is Donnelly, but getting there first, James Pida. And And the way that goes for a goal kick for RCC. Klipfel, Garcia there for the Lakers. Melgar finds a man on the right wing, Montaye. Duarte races to the ball. Sandwiched in between a pair of defenders. Laker foul. Duarte, well, around the ball for the free kick. It looks like this will be Sever and Larson taking it. You're always thinking that Muchakian might, but I'm sure that they're going to want to use his height near the net. Larson kicked in Michael's direction, and the ball high in the air. Over the net and out. It'll be a corner kick. James Montaye running towards it. Gets set for the kick. The boot high in the air and toward the net. And it's poked away. Lots of traffic around the ball, as one might expect. Now it's going to be over on the other side, and Mason Klipfel over there, and it's going to be Larson. We're into the 86th minute of the match. The kick into traffic. Try the bicycle kick there and whiffed on that. But Duarte running onto it in between a pair of defenders. It'll go out of bounds. Kicking it out is Donnelly. Swing it for Curry. Getting there is Melgar. Melgar trying to work against a couple of Laker defenders. And a foul called against Melgar. And I have to say I would concur with that. Not that my opinion means anything, but look like there he's kind of on the ground and, well, the opportunity to maybe trip up the opposition. Curry with the ball, lofts it in the middle of the air. Muanthi plays it well. Kauka there in the center, directing traffic. Muanthi way upfield, bounces in the middle of the pitch. Over there for it, Cody Green. Rafe Hyman. And now a chase to the ball. There's Hurley with it. And a great slide tackle there by Kauka. Going to be a corner kick now. Looks like that might be Hurley. No, he's in the middle of it. Poking it away, clearing it out, is Severin Larson. Now back it goes Sky Oyama. Goes right side. Now into traffic near the middle of the action. Donnelly ends up taking it away. He's out in open space. And there you can see you've got Klipfeld taking off. Donnelly with it. And there defensively, some strong play there by Cody Green. We just have a little over a minute and a half left plus stoppage. There with the takeaway, Larson up the left side. Donnelly. See, he's thinking cross, but there's defense there. There's opportunity as the keeper comes off his line, but the Lakers defense holds. Now here's Hurley with it. He's going to try to work it toward the middle, but Kauka there with the defense. Looks like Hurley down. And that was Hurley that was down there for a moment. Hurley is going to quickly come out. Now this is obviously going to add a little bit of stoppage here. Oyama, Sky Oyama that is, will send it over for Curry. Curry will loft that high in the air. And there, Muchakian, a big play there to poke it out. Klipfeld with the ball. Montaye. That ball's going to end up out of bounds. Throw in for the Lakers near midfield. Now we're into stoppage time. Muchakian with the header. Melgar with it. He'll send it to Montaye. High in the air, Muchakian. Donnelly. Donnelly will send it back. Bayer upfield. There to meet it is Cody Green. Larson looking left side. Donnelly able to get a boot on it and control it. He'll send it. He's trying to look for Klipfeld there, but that is broken up by Southwestern. Now, trying to run it down is Klipfeld. Klipfeld tripped up. Falls to the turf. We're into the 92nd minute now. And a yellow card issued to the Lakers. Looking like a corner kick here for the Ospreys. Donnelly's just going to try to hold it there in the corner. Now Klipfeld. Klipfeld has it taken away, but Larson is there to run onto it. He's going to go ahead and send it over to the left side and let it go out of bounds. Now we're into the 93rd minute. Osprey throw. Donnelly over there in the corner. Ball knocked away. Now it's just kind of a game of keep away, really. You can tell the Ospreys defensively prepared for the counter. They've got Kauka at midfield and Muchikian, Montaye, Larson. Not a ton of ground that they would have to cover. Should the Lakers get it. But here, near takeaway by Melgar. Curry. And now, on the run is Sign with it. And there, Moanthe. And a little bit of a discussion. And the match is over. The Ospreys take the victory and get a little bit of a flurry of activity and some drama there at the end. But the Ospreys end up scoring the 1-0 victory and therefore now even up in their season series with the Lakers. And remain tied with Lane for first place in the South region. Well, we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll kind of show you the goal that decided the match, and that came a long time ago. We'll have that for you in one moment after these messages.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Luxurious Karastan flooring. The flooring you need to live beautifully. It's time to enjoy savings with style during the National Karastan Month Journey into Savings event. Get a free Karastep carpet cushion and capture the lowest prices of the season with every purchase. And ask about special zero-interest financing during National Karastan Month, exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean, dry, fast.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean, dry, fast.
From Gary H. Wheeler Field in Medford, Oregon, the Rogue Community College Ospreys raised their league record to 5-1-1 and 7-2-2 overall, thanks to a hard-fought 1-0 victory against Southwestern Oregon Community College. The Lakers now go to 3-3-1 in league, but their record is 5-3-1 overall. Well, it all came down to this. It was not a high-scoring match by any stretch of the imagination, but here's the one that won it for the Ospreys. Here in the 11th minute of the match, ball's dished off. Duarte gets a good look at the net and puts it in the back. And that was all that the Ospreys would need to win this match today. And again, another fine display of defense by RCC. And now they'll take some time off, and then they'll head up to take a little road trip up to Salem for Chemeketa next Saturday. Well, that'll wrap up things from here. Our executive producer for Table Rock Sports is Joe Brett. For my cameraman, Colton Treadway, I am Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and have a great weekend.